Hi everybody, we're back for the big one. 3 races left today here in Santa Pola with Captain Pablo. Aquí, listo, ready for the 3 races left today. We've got coming up the men's B final, followed by the women's and the men's A finals. We already had a huge day of technical racing, but the best is yet to come here in Santa Pola. Welcome back everybody. This is going to be a big one. So please, while we're waiting for the B men's final to start, please share this live stream. This is going to be a good one. Some top names, the Shuri Arakis, the Donato Friends, the Christian Andersen, the Ethan Breeze, the Esperanza Barreras, the Alba Freys, the Mari Carmen Riveras, and the Duna Gordillos, the Melanina Fenets, and more big names coming from more than 25 countries. The World SUP League has been a huge success so far. We've got just 3 technical races to go. This is the men's final B. And if you hear some of the names that I'm going to say right now, you'll be just amazed. This is just a B final. Starting with this man. That's Paolo Marconi, Titouan Puyol, Boris Invres, Clément Colmas. What is Clément doing in a B final? Big question mark. Luca Bra, Sergio Cantoral, the 2 Simoncelli brothers, that's Lucas and Mark. Took me a whole day to remember what Mark's big brother was called. We have Ludo Tolad, I think, right there. Let's zoom in a little bit. So yes, please hit that share button on Facebook, share on your personal profiles, on your discussion groups, on any pages that you think are worth or relevant for the sport. And we are getting ready. So Luca Simoncelli, Joan Garcia, Mark Simoncelli, Paolo Marconi. Is that Sergio or is it Ivan Esteve? I'm not sure. I think Sergio. Then David Leal. There's been a protest. David Leal was qualified for the A final until a protest was made by Fernando, and David Leal has been ruled against, and he is now in the B final. He's actually in the lead right now. David Leal from Brazil taking the lead with Titouan Puyol right next to him. David Leal from Bahia, Brazil, the 2024 ASA Sprint World Champion, leading the men's B final on the SIC Maui RST board, chased by the Frenchman Titouan Puyol from New Caledonia in 3rd place. Paolo Marconi from Italy in 4th. It is Ivan Esteve from Santa Pola, Spain. Luca Simoncelli is in 5th place right now. In the chase, Joan Garcia and Ludovic Tolad, the 2 SIC. Ludovic Tolad losing his balance and recovering fast. Clément Colmas at the back. Mark Simoncelli from Mallorca just ahead of him. And then it is Campbell Carter from the USA, Boris Invres, and at the very back, a young Frenchman, Luc Cabrard, 16 or 17 years old. Let's go back to the front with the man from Bahia, David Leal. He thought he was in the A final until a few minutes ago, until he was called by the judges from the European Supping Federation, who had a good look at the video for which there was a protest, a move right here at that buoy, actually, when Fernando Perez Serra had found himself with his David Leal's boards between his legs and actually fell from that move. So David Leal acknowledged that that was him indeed, and he took a 60-second penalty, and that cost him the place in the A final. He's currently leading the B final. We're talking about the 2024 ISA Sprint World Champion. Right behind him, now as we are into that downwind section, small section of 300 meters between the third and the fourth buoy, pushing hard, David Leao in a sprint mode, despite the bumps. Behind him, Paolo Marconi and Titouan Puyol, NSP and Sonova in the chase, and Lucas Simoncelli back into international racing. I believe a junior world champion from 2021. And also further back, Ivan Esteve and Joan Garcia from Alicante. A new buoy turn for the Brazilian SIC Maui ambassador. This is the men's B final. David Leao pushing himself to the penultimate buoy, and Titouan Puyol making a move on Paolo Marconi just to secure a second place. That would be in the overall ranking the 14th place, since we're gonna have 12 men in the A final. So these athletes are fighting for the 13th place and above. Another great turn by David Leao. From the town, I think Itacaré it's called, in the state of Bahia. That's about 5-6 hours away from the town of Salvador de Bahia in Brazil. The SIC Maui racer. I think we're going to have just one lap for this B final. And now David Leao, very much in control. 25 meters ahead of the Frenchman from New Caledonia, Titouan Puyol on NSP. Then Paolo Marconi on a Sonova board in third. Lucas Simoncelli in fourth. Boris Gembres, fifth place for Boris. And it is David Leao who's going to pick up the Brazilian flag over there. Winner of the men's B final, Titouan Puyol second, Paolo Marconi third, Lucas Simoncelli now crossing the finish line over there from Mallorca, Spain. So we've got Brazil, France, Italy and Spain in these international B finals. Boris Gembres fifth from France. Here comes Campbell Carter in the sixth place. Joan Garcia from Spain, seventh. I think it was Ludovic Tolad in eighth place. Woo! B final, Final B. Final B, la Final B de los hombres. And two more races left. This is the moment you've been waiting for all day. This is the moment I have been waiting for all day. I can see the Carter family has been cheering for Campbell, watching from Wrightsville Beach, USA, in North Carolina. This is it, guys. Two more races, and we're over and on our way to the podiums. But who's gonna win it? The Open Women's final is being called by Nico Di Novo. The beach announcer, Mari Carmen Rivera from Puerto Rico, the Infinity SUP rider, will be called first. She's in lane number 2 right now. Alba Frey has just been called. She is the 2024 ISA Sprint World Champion, and she's wearing the yellow jersey, synonymous of her being at the top of the European SUP League ranking for the technical race. So Alba Frey, Duna Gordillo, the technical race world champion in 2024, both with the ISA and the ICF, is also in the mix. NSP rider, we've got Mélanie Lafenette. She is the 2022 technical race world champion with the ICF and 2023 sprint world champion with the ISA. So Mélanie Lafenette from France is also a big name, which should have a lot of weight in this final. We've got the young Sveva Sabato. Everyone is checking the sandbank right now. I don't know if you are seeing this, but Mélanie Lafenette is basically, and Sveva Sabato and Claudia Postiglione, everyone is checking like where the holes are and where at one point can they actually start paddling. So this looks like we're going to have a lot of running. Claudia Postiglione is there with a blue hat. She's the two-time ICF Junior World Champion from 2023. That happened in Pattaya, Thailand. The youngster from Taranto. We've got Mélanie Lafenette from France right here, who's having a little bit of solo time, all filmed live on TotalSUP. We're going to leave her alone. Then Bianca Tonselli, Isaskun Martin, Alexia Soto, Erika Reville, Jenny Kalmbach over there in lane number 12 or 11. Esperanza Barderas, of course, the 9-time world champion, 9 world titles that she's been accumulating over the past 7 years. She started in 2018 and very quickly she was a world champion in China. She's there in the middle of your screen, getting warmed up. Lane number 7. Lane number 7. So let's recap. Lane number 1, Alba Frey. Lane number 2, Duna Gordillo. The two are from Spain. Mari Carmen Rivera, lane number 3. She's from Puerto Rico. Lane number 4 on the infinity board. That's Mélanie Lafenette from France. Claudia Postiglione, Claudia Postiglione. Lane number 5. Sveva Sabato, her teammate from Taranto, in lane number 6. It is then Esperanza Barreras, lane number 7. And then a Sonava board, that's Bianca Tonselli. I told you about this youngster from Italy / Spain. On a Sonava board, she lives in Fuerteventura, has been living in Fuerteventura, but she is of Italian, with an Italian passport. Isaskun Martin is next to her, also from Fuerteventura. And then we've got Alexia Soto from here, Santa Pola, Spain. Erika Reville from France. And Jenny Kalmbach. She was 5th in the long distance yesterday. She comes from Costa Rica. She represents Costa Rica, but she lives in Hawaii. And off they go. Great start by Mari Carmen Rivera. This is the first big final of the day. Claudia Postiglione goes down and she keeps running. But Mari Carmen Rivera has got the best start with Esperanza Barreras close on her tail. Mari Carmen Rivera in the lead, followed by Espe Barreras. Closer to us, we've got the 2024 ISA Sprint World Champion, Alba Frey from Spain. In the middle, between the two starboards, Duna Gordillo from Mallorca, the technical race World Champion from 2024. And on the outside, Jenny Kalmbach, ever surprising. What a woman from Costa Rica / Hawaii in 5th place. Followed by Alexia Soto, Sveva Sabato, Spain, Italy. Mélanie Lafenette, the 2022 technical race world champion from France, is in 8th or 9th place right now. At the back, Erika Reville on an NSP board. Mélanie is followed by Isaskun Martin, Claudia Postiglione, who didn't have the best start, and Bianca Tonselli from Fuerteventura/Italy. At the back, at the front, still Mari-Carmen Rivera on the Infinity Ever Ready. The speed freak from Puerto Rico is looking for her first European SUP League win today in the technical race final. This could be it for her. She had a pretty good season so far, starting with 3 wins, just like Shuri Araki in Greece 3 weeks ago, followed by another win last week in Sancti Petri on the Euro Tour stop number 2. She is chased by Alba Frey, Juna Gordillo, Esperanza Barreras, 3 world champions from Spain, chasing a silver medalist from the last ISA and ICF SUP World Championship. Mari-Carmen Rivera, though, determined to get her first European SUP League. In the back, we've got just behind them in 5th place Sveva Sabato and Jenny Kahnbach. Sveva Sabato, the 15-year-old young athlete from Taranto, Italy. Clean turn for Mari-Carmen Rivera. A bit of a battle there for Juna Gordillo, who's trying to turn her board around the buoy, losing a little bit of time there and blocking Esperanza Barreras in the process, and that allows Alba Frey to get a bit more of a lead in 2nd place. But look at Mari-Carmen Rivera really digging deep. Alba Frey, though, trying to make a comeback there in that downwind section, really pushing strong. Mari-Carmen chasing the bumps, but Alba Frey is closing in. So it is going to be Alba and Mari-Carmen at the front. Juna Gordillo trying to escape from Esperanza Barreras. She is in 3rd place right now. We have Puerto Rico right here in 1st position. Spain in 2nd position. Spain again in 3rd. The powerhouse from Spain, the 9-time world champion Esperanza Barreras in 4th, being chased by Sveva Sabato and Jenny Kahnbach, as well as Melania Fenet. Clean turn there for Mari-Carmen Rivera. Clean turn for Alba Frey. Another one for Juna Gordillo. And Esperanza Barreras knows that this is a 2-lap final. So she might be thinking that she could definitely come back into the race, just like Alba Frey did not so long ago in Melilla, when she was 3rd and managed in the technical race to overtake Juna and Esperanza Barreras to take the win on stop number 2 of the European SUP League. Mari-Carmen Rivera in the lead with a 20-minute lead now over Alba Frey. So she's still digging deep and pushing hard and distancing herself away from Alba. Mari-Carmen on the Infinity Ever Ready from Puerto Rico, who spent her winter month for us in Puerto Rico, getting ready for a very long season. Alba Frey in 2nd. What's new now is that we've got a beach flag over there, a beach flag. So we're going to have a bit of a beach run. Oh, a wave for Juna Gordillo, who's able to catch up with Alba Frey right there. We have a downwind section, and Esperanza Barreras still in 4th, trying to milk those swells back to the beach to Playa de Levante here in Santa Pola. In 5th place, Sveva Sabato right there. Melania Fenet in 6th. 7th, Jenny Kahnbach. 8th, Alexia Soto. 9, Erika Reville from France. 10, Bianca Tonselli overtaking Erika. Here we have Claudia Postiglione and Isaskun Martin back to the front for lap number 2. And it's still the same trio at the front, but the gap is closing in between Mari-Carmen Rivera and Alba Frey. Alba, who's been able to push a little harder, and she might be able to reconnect in this second lap. Juna Gordillo in Alba Frey's draft, and Esperanza Barreras a little bit on her own between Duna Gordillo and Sveva Sabato over there, the astonishing 15-year-old from Taranto, Italy, a member of the SUP Academy Taranto. So we're now facing the wind. So it's a headwind and some bumps that they have to paddle over before they eventually turn towards the buoy number 4 for the downwind section. And the small figure of Mari-Carmen Rivera is proving pretty efficient against the wind as she lays super low and digs super deep. So maintaining that lead of 3-4 meters ahead of Alba Frey and Duna Gordillo, 2 world champions in the chase. Another one here, that's Esperanza Barreras. Now the gap is definitely getting bigger behind Espe, with Sveva Sabato and Melania Frenet stuck together ahead of Jenny Kalbach from Costa Rica behind Melanie. Buoy number 3 coming up right here. And Mari-Carmen Rivera, Alba Frey, Duna Gordillo, top 3. Esperanza Barreras. Is she going to do one of her magic tricks, magic moves? Being able to catch up to the front and overtake everyone. The powerhouse from Spain. We know she can do it. But a very determined looking Mari-Carmen Rivera is also focused to avoid this kind of scenario. She is at the front, she is digging deep, she's got 3 world champions behind her, and just 600 meters to go before she picks up eventually her first European SUP League win here in Santa Pola. Mari-Carmen Rivera being chased by Duna Gordillo, who is closing in as well. Alba Frey is smelling blood as well, pushing hard, trying to milk those bumps on their way to buoy number 4. That's a green buoy for a right-hand turn. Puerto Rico in the lead, Spain in the chase. Ooh! Losing her balance a little bit there, Mari-Carmen Rivera, and Alba Frey trying to get a more radical turn. Getting closer, dangerously closer. Mari-Carmen is going to have to keep her composure as Alba Frey is giving everything right now and taking Duna Gordillo with her. There's a big gap behind the 3 at the front with Esperanza Barreras in the chase now. Alba Frey has managed to reconnect with Mari-Carmen Rivera from Puerto Rico. So expect, ladies and gentlemen, a huge finish between these 3 women. Clean turn for Mari-Carmen. Alba is not able to stick the nose of her board between the buoy and Mari-Carmen's board. So Mari-Carmen still in the lead with a 5 meter of a lead now. It's all happening now with just one last buoy to go. Puerto Rico in the first place with Mari-Carmen, the Infinity ever ready. A quick glance over her shoulder, and she knows she's got a 3-4 meter lead over Alba Frey. One more buoy to turn. Alba is going to try and get the inside, but Mari-Carmen is getting very, very close. Pretty slow turn for Alba Frey, and it's all down to a potential downwind finish with a sprint happening now between Mari-Carmen Rivera first and Alba Frey second, Duna Gordillo in third. Here comes Esperanza Barreras. Let's have a look at what's happening at the front. Mari-Carmen stays in the lead. It is going to be her first European SUP League victory. The woman from Puerto Rico has got it. She's got the gold medal today in the technical race. Alba Frey, second. Duna Gordillo, the technical race world champion, finishes in third place. And Esperanza Barreras finishes fourth. Who's going to go on the podium in fifth place? It's going to be a battle between Sveva Sabato from Italy, the youngster, 15-year-old only, and Melania Fenetre, who is dangerously closing in. But Sveva will get it. Sveva Sabato, our first major international podium is happening today for Sveva Sabato. 15-year-old Sveva in front of world champion 2022 and 2023 world champion Melania Fenetre. Behind them, Jenny Kanbach from Costa Rica, Alexia Soto from Spain, Bianca Tonselli from Italy/Spain, Claudia Postiglione, who was very unlucky at the start, never managed to recover a top position, Erika Reville then, and Isaskun Martin. What a final, ladies and gentlemen, and huge congratulations to Mari Carmen Rivera, the Infinity Speed Freak from Puerto Rico, has got her first European SUP League win on the technical race discipline. Well done, enhorabuena, Mari Carmen Rivera. Woo! All right. That was exciting, wasn't it?
That was fun.
Amazing race, amazing moves, and despite very dangerous looking Alba, Mari Carmen Rivera was able to stay strong all the way to the finish line. And that's a really well deserved win. Another one for the Puerto Rican Mari Carmen Rivera. Feel free to post your comments on the Facebook live stream, guys. We are heading now to the open men's final, the last race of the day, and the field is equally stacked and huge and international, and we've got some top names to announce in the next few seconds. I can see a bit of a discussion going on for lane placement between Arthur Aritkin and Blue Ewer right here. Not sure what's going on there. But let's start with lane number one, the favorite, the unbeaten Shuri Araki, 19-year-old Shrimpy from Okinawa, Japan. This man can do what he wants, when he wants, and hasn't found any match so far. Let's see if he does it again in the big final of the day. He's got next to him Christian Andersen, who's also been pretty impressive today, and who is the leader of the European SUP League technical race rankings after two events, the Battle for Hercules in Benalmádena near Malaga 3 weeks ago, and the Triple S Festival in Melilla 2 weeks ago. He's wearing the yellow jersey. It comes from Denmark. Next to him, an Infinity rider from the Netherlands. That's Donato Frens, who's also a huge favorite for the podium. He was second in a semi-final against Shuri Araki and pretty close to the Japanese. So let's see if he can do it again or even better. Donato Frens, lane number 3. Then it's Blue Ewer from England, the new James Bond, who's been racing really well today. Next to him, Arthur Aritkin from France. Then Michael Booth from Australia. Then Sergio Cantoral from Spain. Aaron Sanchez from Spain as well. Antonio Morillo, who benefited from the protest against David Leao. Fernando Perez Serra, Vaik Gayu from New Caledonia, and Ethan Brie. Everybody is still running, and Christian Andersen as well as Sergio Cantoral are the fastest out of the gate, with the Shrimpy now making his move towards the front. So we've got Sergio Cantoral from Spain, the local boy, in first position, followed by Christian Andersen, Paul Albert in second, right next to Shuri Araki. Ethan Brie from France is in the fourth place. Donato France is at the front, also equal fourth with Ethan at the back, or just behind them, Fernando Perez Serra. Then it is Aaron Sanchez, Blue Ewer, Michael Booth, Arthur Aritkin, Antonio Morillo, and Vaik Gayu on the Sonova board. Now taking the lead, as you would expect, the 19-year-old Shuri Araki from Okinawa on that custom board, a unique board designed by the Araki family. And Shuri is taking control of the race in front of Paul Albert, wearing the yellow jersey on the NSP Carolina Evo, a new model for 2026. Sergio Cantoral on an NSP Carolina, and right next to them, Donato France on the Infinity Ever Ready board from the Netherlands, Japan, Denmark, Spain, and the Netherlands, and Spain again with Fernando Perez Serra not far behind. Ethan Brie from France on the SIC Maui RST board in sixth place. Blue Ewer from England, seventh. Michael Booth from Australia, winner of the World Sub Festival long distance in 2018, I believe, is coming back to Santa Pola. He was on the podium yesterday for the long distance in fifth position. Different choice of lines for Shuri Araki and Christian Andersen. I think Christian knows that there are probably more bumps, bigger bumps, closer to the shore, and he's actually managed to push himself at the very front of the race, right next to Shuri. But Shuri, look at him. That's exactly one of the signature moves he's capable of. Huge acceleration in the bumps, and is already 5 or 6 meters ahead. He's doing it again, distancing himself from the Danish athletes Polar Bear Christian Andersen from Klitmøller. Buoy number 4 is fast approaching in this first lap of the technical race, open men's final. Let's see how Shuri handles that. Pretty well. Christian Andersen second, Donato France looking strong in third place, Sergio Cantoral in fourth, Blue Ewer fifth, Fernando Perez Serra sixth, Aaron Sanchez 7, Vaik Gayu now 8, Antonio Morillo 9, Arthur Aritkin and Michael Booth equal 10, and in 12th position Ethan Brie at the back. Surprising position that we find him another turn for Shuri Araki. Shrimpy on his way to buoy number 5. Whoa, falling down. That's okay. Shuri Araki still in the lead. Christian Andersen just 5 meters behind. We are ending lap number 1 in 100 meters. So they're now on their way to the beach for a beach flag run. Donato France third, we're against the lights. Sergio Cantoral fourth, Blue Ewer fifth. Aaron Sanchez overtaking oh so easily Fernando Perez Serra, and actually overtaking as well Blue Ewer. Then it is behind Fernando, Vaik Gayu and Antonio Morillo, Michael Booth and Arthur Aritkin, and another Frenchman who probably fell previously is at the back, at the very back. He was the fourth in the long distance yesterday. Shuri Araki, Shrimpy with a commanding lead now over the man from Denmark, Paul Christian Andersen in second place, with Donato French in third place currently. Sergio Cantoral from Spain and Blue Ewer in fifth position. Let's stay with Shrimpy, who's got that look of determination. He's got one more lap to go, and he might pick up his second European SUP League win this weekend after winning the long distance race yesterday and winning the Euro Tour. Big check and big prize money. He's got a 15 to 20 minute lead now over Christian Andersen, and we are in the headwind section, and Donato French now giving a big push, trying to overtake Christian Andersen. It's working so far, as he was in clear third position, and now pushing himself to second position, just slightly overtaking by half a nose Christian Andersen. So it's Northern Europe in the chase, with the Netherlands and Denmark chasing Japan. Sergio Cantoral, the local athlete from Paris Motorsports, Santa Pola, Spain, in fourth place, and Blue Ewer from England on the NSP Carolina Evo as well in fifth place. Buoy number 3 for Shuri. Let's have a look at that. Clean turn once again for the Japanese from Okinawa, and it's a downwind section for Shrimpy, taking a little bit of a breather here between two long strokes, going down at the back. Donato French, what happened there? The side swell coming from the left hand side. Donato French lost his second place and is now in 6th or 7th place. So it's now down to Christian Andersen to take the chase behind the Japanese, but the gap is so huge behind the 19-year-old from Okinawa that it's going to be very, very tough, unless a mistake is made by the Japanese at the front, for Christian Andersen to catch up with the phenomenon from Japan. Another clean turn by Shrimpy, and 2 more buoys to go before he eventually wins his second European SUP League crown. Oh, Aaron Sanchez has made a huge move in that downwind section, actually overtaking a few athletes. He's now in second place, just like yesterday. So are we going to have the same 1 and 2 as yesterday, with Shuri Araki and Aaron Sanchez first and second? Shuri Araki has got 1 more buoy to clear and a 100-meter sprint in the bumps towards the finish line. The young phenomenon from Okinawa is going to do it again after Greece, after Sancti Petri in 2025. Another win, just 100 meters away from the finish line. Shuri Araki will be unstoppable now. He's going to pick up his second crown of the weekend, winning the technical race under the European SUP League after winning the long distance yesterday, counting towards both the Euro Tour and the European SUP League. Who's going to take second? The chase is on, and the battle is being won right now by Aaron Sanchez, same number 2 as yesterday. Aaron Sanchez from Mallorca, Spain, on the starboard second. Christian Andersen, NSP, in third. Sergio Cantoral in fourth. But a battle still going on with Blue Ewer, his teammates from the NSP team. I think Blue Ewer might get it. Yes, Blue Ewer is going to get the 4th place. Blue Ewer 4th. Sergio Cantoral 5th. This is our 5-man podium. 6th place for Fernando Perez Serra. 7th place for, I believe, Vaigayu. Antonio Morillo 8th. Michael Booth 9. Donato 10. And 2 athletes left on the water. The 2 Frenchmen, Arthur Aritkin on the Infinity Blackfish, and Ethan Brie from French Brittany in 12th position. Woo! Well, here's our question answered, ladies and gentlemen. The big question was whether there would be any match for Shuri Araki. I have the feeling that Donato France had a chance, but a huge mistake has actually cost him a podium. Apart from that, Shuri Araki was very much on his own at the front of the race, took the lead early and never let go, just like Marie-Carmen Rivera. But congratulations to those 2 champions, Marie-Carmen Rivera and Shuri Araki, winners today of the technical race, Open Women and Open Men's tech race event under the European SUP League, the new European circuit under the European Surfing Federation, certified by the European Surfing Federation. I'm reaching the shore. I'm just going to say a huge thank you to this man, Captain Pablo. Great job. We were close to the athletes all the time, and we had hundreds of people watching, so thank you very much. Muchas gracias, Captain Pablo. All right, we're gonna look for the top guys.
Fuerte aplauso. Internacionales aquí junto a nosotros. Las chicas también lo han dado todo increíble. Las últimas 2 semanas.
And this is it. Woo! Well done, guys. Great comeback, Aaron. Amazing 2nd place for you. Where did you get that magic comeback to the front from?
I don't know, maybe the number is special for all my family, the 11. And after I raced on the upwind, and I tried to push all my effort in the downwind. That's the trick, I think.
Wow. Same 1 and 2 as yesterday. Shuri and yourself. Pretty good weekend for you, huh?
Yeah, yes, I'm so proud of that. And maybe next race I can do better.
The next race is next week's Barcelona.
Yeah, in Barcelona. See you there, man.
Yeah, absolutely. See you next week. Aaron Sanchez, congratulations on your 2 second places this weekend. We've got the man who was 3rd today. He was leading for a while. Then he was 2nd, then he was 3rd. And there was a bit of a Donato fell down. And you're finishing 3rd, finishing strong. Looking good today, Christian.
I actually did not feel very good this morning, but I'm pretty happy with the 3rd place. Obviously, couldn't quite save a shrimpy, and Aaron came back very strong at the end, but I managed to hold on to that podium finish, and that's important. You know, it's fun having this jersey, but it also puts a bit more pressure on your shoulders. So I'm happy with the podium finish. You know, now it's been a 2nd, a 1st, and a 3rd on the European SUP League. So I'll just keep that consistency going, and the goal is to win the tour. So 2 more to go.
That's amazing. So you're keeping that yellow jersey, I guess, huh?
Yes, I'll keep the yellow jersey. So that's great.
I think Shrimpy has just received a nice bath over there. Winner of the European SUP League tech race. Shuri, huge congratulations on that 2nd win this weekend. After the Euro Tour and European SUP League long distance win yesterday, you win the technical race under the European SUP League today. You were in full control the whole time. You were accelerating in the bumps. You managed to get away from all the hungry wolves behind you. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. Thank you for all support. Thank you.
So tell us about your race. What was the strategy in that big final?
Yeah, today is a long day. It was a long day because I did 4 races, and it was, I think, it was hardest race in my life. And yeah, and I used the new board.
my father designed it. It was perfect. Yeah, good.
What was the feeling when you reached the finish line at the end of that technical race?
Yeah, I was very happy, and now I just want to thank you for my father, my sister, my mother, all family, and my supporter, my sponsor, and my ancestors. Who just now, thank you for everyone.
Congratulations! You're staying in Europe for a little bit more. Will we see you in Barcelona next week?
Yeah, for sure. Next is in Barcelona. So now, just focus to Barcelona, and now rest. Yeah.
Congratulations once again, Shui. Do you want to say a few words in Japanese?
Yeah. 昨日のディスタンスレースに続き、今日のテクニカルレースも無事に優勝することができました。いつもサポートしてくれているお父さん、妹たち、そしてお母さん、家族のみんな、そしてスポンサーの皆さんとサポーターの皆さん、そして率先に感謝です。いつもありがとうございます。
Congrats. I'm very impressed with what I saw today. Well done. Shuri Araki, the big champion of the day in the technical race event. And see you soon, very soon. I'm gonna chase another champion, Esperanza Barreras. Hopefully she didn't go and paddle like she did yesterday. I couldn't find her, so let's find the big champion. I'm gonna give you a little tour of the event. Meanwhile, Marie Carmen. What did I say, Espe? Did I say? Oh God, I'm. You know what? I need a rest. I need a drink. Marie Carmen Rivera, the big winner of today's race. Fantastic race, absolutely amazing. Another win this season for you. You were in full control the whole time. Very impressive to watch. Tell us how you feel.
I feel great. I was super confident and very concentrated and focused on the race since the beginning, since the heat one. I wanted this, so I went for it, and I'm super happy that everything got right.
I have to say, Alba Frey and Duna Gordillo look very dangerous and very hungry behind you. How did you manage to keep those two world champions away from you? Esperanza was a little bit further at the back, but still always dangerous.
Well, I tried to maintain the control, to be paddling hard, but at the same time, how do you say, like not spending a lot of energy, that to always have a little bit on the pocket to, if they come close, to pick up. So it was a strategy, and I went for it, and I went full. So
yeah, we did actually see you have a couple of rests in the bumps and taking a little bit of a breather and not putting your paddle in. Well done for that big strategy. Yesterday, so you were second, and first today. That's a big weekend for you. What's next for you then?
So we see you on next Saturday in Barcelona. Gonna be another Auto Tour stop number 4 there. So I'm gonna be there and paddling hard like always. So see you there.
And I really look forward to more battles between you and some world champions. Congratulations. Enhorabuena. Unas palabritas en español para la familia y los amigos viendo desde Puerto Rico.
Claro que sí. Un saludo a toda mi gente de Puerto Rico. Los quiero mucho. Gracias por el apoyo. Y esto es para ustedes.
Congrats, Mari Carmen. Woo! All right, we've got the two winners this time. Mari Carmen Rivera and Shuri Araki. Thanks everyone for watching the show. It's been a long day. It's been a long day, and I'm just gonna turn off this live stream now. I've got plenty more to do today. I'll probably be presenting the podiums in some moments. So thanks everyone for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Keep sharing it. You can still do it if you haven't done so. We hope you enjoyed what you saw. If you want to support TotalSUP, you can buy a hat, you can buy a t-shirt, you can buy a rash guard, you can buy a mug. some stickers, whatever you want, on the TotalSUP goodies shop. That's on TotalSUP.com. Just find the merch or shop button, and I'll take you to a Shopify website where you can buy print-on-demand goodies. Thank you everyone for sharing, viewing, commenting, and I see you very soon, I guess next week in Barcelona for the Euro Tour stop number 4, Euro Tour only, and a big race as most of these international races are heading to the Catalan capital next weekend. See you everyone on the water very soon. Bye bye.